Good day, everybody, and welcome to JesC Transformation Strategies. Welcome to another Sunday Bible reading, study session, and coaching session. Okay, right. So, welcome to all our new subscribers as well. To all those who have subscribed and those who are engaging in the content, thank you so much for all just being so supportive on JesC Transformation Strategies. All of you guys makes a difference to me and actually pushes me towards my goal, which is actually to coach and to inspire all of y'all. Remember, guys, I am motivated to motivate you into the divinity, all right, and for you to actually find your true calling in life. Right, so those who have celebrated their birthdays this week, happy birthday to you. Okay, and if you celebrated any special events, congratulations. To those who have lost loved ones, deepest condolences to you, and may God's peace be your portion at this time. All right, guys, so this Sunday, as you know, October is a month of happiness, right? So every single week in October, I'm going to tell you that it's a month of happiness. Now, also another point that I was looking at is that we need to know how to be happy. So that is why all the sessions that we are doing every single week is to train you, to inspire you, and to equip you to be happy. Okay, because you deserve that happiness now. Right, so we're breaking forth all stagnation of unhappiness, and especially that unhappiness states. All right, so today's topic is going to be linked with happiness, but we'll have to do some adjustments on this topic. All right, today's topic, guys, is why am I still getting stuck behind? All right, why am I still getting stuck behind? The reason why I'm using those terms is because each word has a meaning. Getting stuck, all right, is like getting stuck into something, like getting stuck into a mud, and behind, because we're still sitting behind, all right, because we're not looking forward. Right, so let's get into the biblical scriptures, and then we get into our topic and learning and all of that. Okay, right, so today's topic is, the reading is going to be from Philippians 3 verses 13. Right, so it says, brothers, I do not consider that I have made it my own, but one thing I do is forgetting what lies behind me and straining forward to what lies ahead. Okay, so forgetting what is behind me and looking forward to what is ahead of me. I pressed on towards the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus. Let those of us who are mature think this way, and if anything you think otherwise, God will reveal that also to you. So we thank God for His word. Basically, guys, the Bible is clearly telling us in Philippians 3 verses 13 that we need to look ahead. We cannot look behind. When we look behind, it's basically the past. And anything that's dealing with the past is behind. So you need to think now, where are you standing at this stage? Looking at the topic that we're going to be discussing at hand, where are you standing? Are you still stuck behind? And sometimes you're looking at everybody else that's moving forward, but you feel that you've just been stuck and you don't know why you've been stuck. And it could be for many years now. It could be from teenagers, from adulthood, or it just happened. Just lately, you've just been stuck, all right? And you don't know, like, what on earth is happening to you. But today we're going to be revealing a lot of things for you to actually decide and think that, hey, I was actually stuck all along, and how can I move forward? Because on our channel, basically, it's all about moving forward, but I give you strategies in order to move forward, because I don't want you to be sitting behind, like, you're sitting behind and you don't know the strategies and the steps to move forward. So because on JesC Transformation Strategies, we look at decision-making strategies so that you can decide how you can move forward, right? So guys, we know now, all right, that this is a topic we're going to be discussing. But now we need to understand is, how do I know that I'm stuck behind? So when you are stuck behind, the reason behind why you're getting stuck behind is because your brain is overloaded at the moment. Your brain is overwhelmed. It doesn't know how to process. It doesn't know how to breathe. That's what's happening with your brain. So your brain is literally on an overload stage. And it could even be because of the sensory that's just been so overloaded at the moment, right? So you've been overloaded and you're stuck in that reverse gear. Like when you're changing that gear in your car, you're stuck in that reverse. You're still stuck in looking at that rearview mirror, which is still looking behind. That's where you're sitting in your driving position in your vehicle at the moment. Because remember, we all are different. We all are driving our own cars. But you, at the moment, all right, and most of us are actually sitting in a state where we're still stuck on that reverse gear. We don't know how to actually press that clutch, put that first gear, and take off because we're still stuck in reverse. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you guys that how this is actually caused, and then you're going to find out, hey, you know what, I'm actually so stuck. It's caused by psychological factors, okay? Psychological, emotional factors that's been going around in your head at the moment. You know, we don't really realize that how psychological, how emotional, how trauma actually affects us until when we grow up older, and it actually affects our decision making. And then we battle to make decisions, and we battle to be productive. Right, so psychological factors like your anxiety, your self-doubt about yourself. Last week we even spoke about self-sabotage, all right? And also like feeling overwhelmed by the current situation. So there's a current situation that you're facing at the moment, but you don't know how to actually decide on what to do, what the problem is. You don't have any alternatives. There's nothing. Your brain is just like shut down, and at the moment it feels like everything is just crazy in your mind, right? So that's basically where your brain is telling you that I'm overstimulated, I need to breathe, I need time to calm down. Okay, so whenever your brain is overstimulated, it's too much happening around you, you sit back. That's where you become stuck. So people don't understand that when they see you actually that you've been stuck for so many years and you're not feeling to do anything, it's not just because of your personality, it's just because of what happened to you. It's your surroundings, it's how things triggered you. Because there's a lot of like bias thinking, stereotype thinking, oh, you're stuck because you're stuck at home and stuff like that. Like, hello, you basically, people who talk like that is lacking emotional intelligence. They don't know anything. So guys, don't fall for the tricks of how people talk. They just manipulate you into falling into that ditch. You need to realize that why I'm feeling stuck is because my brain is overwhelmed. There's quite a lot of things that happen to me. There's quite a lot of responsibilities that I need to see to, and I need a break. Okay? So that's why you've been stuck. Okay? That's why you cannot study. That's why it's a bit difficult for you to wake up in the morning, to do chores, to do work, or to write on, even like at work. You can't concentrate much. You're forgetting. It's just because you're stuck. It's okay. Right, so the feeling of overwhelmed by current situations, but we're going to look at identifying the root cause, because we need to see that, hey, where is the starting point of all of this, you know? Right, so look at your emotional reasons, all right? Your negative self-talk, negative self-talk, which is me and you, all right? Our negative self-talk is actually dominating our positive talk, our positive self-talk. So every single time when we want to do something, we hear voices of our negative self telling us that this is not going to work out, or let's just leave it, let's procrastinate, let's leave it for tomorrow, let's leave it for next week, I don't want to deal with it now. That's basically procrastination. Now, procrastination also can lead to negative criticism, but it's more of your own self-criticism because you decided this. Nobody else makes choices for you, remember? You make the choices. So you become so like negative about yourself. You start to doubt yourself that you can't do certain things and it's not going to work out. And then once you keep talking and it keeps playing in your head, you literally become stuck. So that's one of the reasons why you can't move forward, because of that negative self-critic talk within you. All right. Then the next one, guys, is anxiety, which is high anxiety, out of the roof anxiety. Okay. So what happens when your anxiety is high? You are low. Okay. So your anxiety pitches up more higher, but you are low. So that means like your anxiety has literally flooded your mind. You can't reason. You can't think. You're focusing more on the past, or you're either stressing about the future and you're not looking at the present. That's what there's most of the techniques that coaches do, or psychologists do, or psychiatrists do, is to bring you back to the present, because we're always stuck either in the past or it's either in the future, and that's the biggest worry for anxiety people, okay? Because I will admit that's something also that I'm actually even dealing with at the moment, because I always like worry about the past or worry about the future. I want to make sure that everything is planned in action, and sometimes I go a bit too much planned in action, like perfectionism. And that's when I had to actually slow down, because your body actually, when it goes into overdrive, it actually, your body tells you that it's time for you to slow down. Okay, so anxiety is one of the biggest factors that actually keeps you stuck, because you get so scared and there's so much of fear that fills you that you don't want to deal with anything in your past, and you don't want to deal with anything in the future. Okay, you just want to like just like shut everything off. And that's one of the reasons that keeps you stuck, because you don't move forward from your anxiety. Okay, then we also looked at as I said, so you feel overwhelmed. Now when something is overwhelming, right, it's very hard for you to actually step forward, because you picture it, right? If you look at my hands at the moment, now I'm doing this type of movement, okay? This is what's happening. It's overwhelming. So your brain is like this, right? It's moving. This is what's happening. Guys, all those people that are overthinkers, like really overthinkers like me, have you ever had that like front pain here, like a stress headache? And actually when things get so overwhelming for you and you don't know what to think anymore, it actually, your head starts paining. It's actually overload. It's overwhelmed. So it's like this, guys. This is overwhelmed. Now, if you are overwhelmed, you think about it like a heavy wind outside. Can you push forward? You can't, because this is literally pushing you back. Because the overwhelming is a force that's actually driving you back and back. Okay, and it's bringing you back, which is being stuck. So for you to actually move past this overwhelming, remember guys, the movement of my hand is overwhelming. That's all the things that you've been thinking about: family, work, relationships, even your health. So this is what's happening. It's just running and running. The only way you're going to move forward is for the hands to stop. It's to be calm. So the situation needs to be calm. Once the situation is calmed, I can take that step forward. But I cannot take that step forward if every time when I'm trying to move forward, but this is pulling me back. This is becoming more overwhelming. That basically happens to all of us. It doesn't matter what your title is, you rich, poor, wealthy, pastors, whatever title you got, okay, it happens to all of us. We have things that overwhelm us, and the only way we can actually move forward is when that overwhelming calms down and it just stops. That's how we know that when we want things to calm down, we have to use relaxation techniques, we gotta use meditation, you gotta bring your body at a calm state. Your central nervous system is the main one, okay? So the only way for that is to make sure that we are at a calm state. So that's how overwhelming is. Why I use practical examples and stuff, it stimulates your brain to understand better of what it is, okay? Because remember, we all are learning in this. So yeah, that's an overwhelming situation. And then also a root cause as well, guys, is there's no balance in your life. Remember, if something is out of balance, you picture like this, guys, it moves like this. So let's just say now you're more stressed about the future and you forgot about the present. So there's no balance, and you can't like focus more on other things and lose yourself in the process. There's no balance. So you gotta balance your life up. There gotta be an equal quantity of things, right? When there's an equal quantity, then that also helps you not to stay behind. Okay. Then also, guys, lack of motivation. If you're not motivated to do anything, which is the leading cause of anything, there's no way you can do it. If you're not motivated to work, you will not work. If you're not motivated to study, hands down, you will not study. There's no way you're going to study, okay? You can do the best course, even a doctorate course or a lawyer course. But if you don't have the motivation, you're wasting everybody's time and you're wasting your time, okay? So yeah, it's important to have motivations because it's going to help you, it's going to equip you to get your goal, okay? Right, guys? And then we know trauma is a leading cause for anything. So if you've been stuck, maybe you're just focusing too much on the trauma, the generational issues. You need to break free from all of that, okay? So it's important for you to break free. Now guys, we're going to look at how the reason to move forward now. Right, the first thing is to set your goals. Always have a desired outcome of where you want to be. If you don't have a desired outcome, you're always going to be stuck behind. So you need to write down for this week, what are my goals for me not to be stuck. So let's say your goal now is for you to stop procrastinating, for you to stop leaving things that which has to be done today, but you leave it for tomorrow. Okay, so you need to do the laundry today, but now you left the laundry for tomorrow. That doesn't work. Okay, so you need to do the laundry today in order to get it done. Right, the second thing you need to do is realistic expectations, to look at it realistic. There's no other way you can do it if you don't look at it realistic. Don't set your expectations too high on things, because when you do so and when things don't balance out, it's not going to be good. Okay, but we'll be discussing that later on life condition and expectations. It's a very interesting topic. So have your expectation what you really want to achieve, but don't go ballistic that you lose yourself and you stress and burn out. Okay, and then celebrate your small wins. The reason why every time you celebrate your small wins is milestones of achievement, and also it's you moving forward. Okay, so clap your hands, pat yourself, celebrate that small wins, how far you came, and that's going to motivate you, if you lack motivation, to move forward, which will stop your procrastination. Okay, so stop doubting yourself, stop that inner self-critics, that negative part, and move forward, because that's the only way that we all know that we're going to actually move forward. Okay, right, so guys, I hope you guys have learned a lot from the lesson, which is about being stuck and the reason of why we've been stuck, okay, behind. And I'm really hoping and praying that all of us actually find ways to move forward, move past the barrier line, and also to give more self-love, because it's a month of happiness. Okay, it's a very crucial happy month, so we need to be happy. Okay, so always smile in the mirror, appreciate yourself, and appreciate your small wins, as I said to you. Right guys, be blessed, and do watch the meditation for the week as well. It's going to be a very interesting one. And also guys, I wanted to say that we're going to be doing coaching sessions soon. So there will be coaching probably 5 to 10 minutes. It's just something short, but it's also to coach you into the right way, into divinity, into healing, because it's important, and I was led by the spirits and the universe to do it. So I'm going to be doing sessions on that, on the coaching, because I am also a coach and recognized, and I'm also going to be helping you guys and want you guys all to heal. So if you need the guidance, kindly do watch on the channel, and just stay tuned to JesC Transformation all the time, because there'll always be some exciting content, some word that will definitely bless your hearts. Okay, so always stay tuned, and also share to your family and friends so that they can like and subscribe. Okay, we want the channel to grow bigger and bigger and to touch many hearts worldwide. Okay, that's a truly blessing from the universe as well. Thank you guys. Stay tuned to JesC, and please don't get stuck behind. Okay, move forward. Bye guys.